Hi friends, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be discussing some of the important interview questions which will be asked in any software testing interviews. So I'll be discussing around 20 plus interview questions, and also I'm going to explain how to answer these interview questions. The first question would be, what is agile testing and how does it differs from traditional testing methodologies? Traditional testing methodologies here is like waterfall model or spiral model and so on. In agile testing, here we are more focusing on continuous collaboration, continuous feedback, and we have to keep adapting. Here things may keep changing. We may get feedback from the customers, and based on that, we have to keep changing our requirements. That is the beauty of agile, and we wanted to keep ourselves our testing also in that iterative approach if you wanted to follow agile testing. Traditional testing, we will be doing the testing only at the end of the release, but here we will keep doing everything in the parallelly as and when the development is in progress. And we will be keep doing our testing activities very early in the game, and frequent testing of the features also will be done as and it get developed. That is the beauty of this agile testing. And the next question is, what is your experience in agile methodologies such as Scrum and Kanban? If you have worked with this Scrum and Kanban, you can definitely talk about what is your total number of years of experience in working with this Agile setup or Agile environment, especially for the Scrum framework. Or if you have not participated in Scrum or Kanban, you can talk about you have not participated. If you have participated, then you should talk about what are the various activities you have done, such as sprint planning. We normally do in Scrum work, and even we'll have daily stand-up meetings, sprint reviews, retrospective meetings to ensure our testing activities are aligned with the agile principles. Question is, how do you ensure the quality is maintained in agile project with a fast-paced development cycle? In agile, we normally will keep developing, enhancing in a continuous improvement way. In that situation, how will we maintain the quality? In order to maintain quality in agile projects, the key thing is the continuous testing. If it is something is getting delivered, then we have to keep testing it as well. And we should bring automation as well. As day progresses, we have to put a lot of effort on bringing automation. Then only we can maintain the fast pace. Otherwise, we will slip in the quality. We wanted to go with continuous testing with automation as well as collaboration with the developers and other stakeholders to ensure we're giving the high quality product. And the next one is, what are some of the common challenges you have faced implementing the agile testing practices? How do you overcome them? The major challenge normally we face in agile testing is the need of speed. We have to keep delivering things faster, and still they require thorough testing as well. The easy method is to overcome is you have to prioritize the test cases, you have to prioritize the testing activities, and we have to assess the risk and impact on the changes we are making in the test cases we wanted to execute. And also we should bring automation as well for repetitive tests to save time, as well as collaborate closely with the developers to identify which are those test cases we wanted to prioritize, so that we can execute our test cases in a quicker manner and give the result to the development team. The next question is, how do you ensure that testing activities are integrated seamlessly into agile development sprints? Here, as a tester, we should participate in sprint planning meetings. Then only we can plan our testing activities here. Unless otherwise, if we are not participating, we cannot plan it. And also, we have to work with the development team to define the acceptance criteria for the user story. Then only you can go and write the test cases for it. And we will be conducting testing in parallel with the development, and we will be providing a timely feedback that gives a seamless integration with the development sprints. What role do test automation and continuous integration play in Agile testing? Automation testing and continuous integration definitely helps in speeding up the overall testing process, allowing us to provide faster feedback to the customer, as well as we can take frequent releases and we can test as well by implementing automation. Continuous integration concepts also will help us. How do you approach regression testing in Agile projects with the frequent changes? It is a important question here because in Agile projects things will keep changing. Change is inevitable in Agile testing, and main motto is we have to bring as much as automation possible so that at least existing functionality that should remain intact without having any challenges by adding a new things to it. For that, we have to bring automation, and as and when things are getting changed, we have to keep running those repetitive tests so that we can see is there any side effects of the new changes with the existing functionality, and we have to keep running regression tests as part of the continuous integration process to catch the regression issues early in the game. Then only we can adopt these frequent changes. How do you handle defects found in the agile testing? In agile testing also we definitely use defect tracking tool. Without defect tracking tool it is impossible to handle higher number of defects. If it is just 5 defects, 10 defects, you can easily manage. If it is few hundred thousands of defects, it is not very easy without defect tracking tool. And again, we should prioritize those defects as well based on their severity, priority, and the impact, and work closely with the developer in resolving them quickly as well. That's where the defect tracking system will help. And also, as a tester, I should also look on doing root cause analysis to identify what are the common issues we are getting, in which area we are getting more defects, why we are getting those defects in a particular area. We have to do a detailed root cause analysis, and we have to find the solution for it as well, and we have to give feedback to the development team so that they can fix those gaps in the coming releases. The next one is, what strategies do you employ to ensure testing efforts are focused on delivering business value? That is a key. We should deliver high business value. How will we deliver is collaboration is very key. So you have to work with stakeholders, including customer, and understand the business priorities, identifying the most critical features to be tested, and we have to focus all our effort in testing high priority user stories which are adding more value to the customer, that ensuring our testing activities are aligned with the business objectives. And the next question is, how do you ensure that agile testing remains flexible, adaptable to changing requirements? As we discussed earlier, we have to just prioritize the requirements by working with us closely with the stakeholders. Can you explain the concept of shift left testing and its importance in agile development? Shift left is nothing but we are going to move all the testing activities earlier or towards the beginning of the development phase, allowing for early detection and the resolution of the defects. And this shift left mechanism will help us to find the issues very early in the game rather than once the development is done we are going to test. We have to start testing it while gathering the requirement as well, after drafting the requirements, then during design or during coding. We have to keep testing in every phase, and we will have a lesser defect when we release the product to the customer.